I'm Dr. Melody Wollan from the School of Business, an assistant professor of management. It has been estimated that 80% or more of baby boomers consider working after retirement. Half of pre-retirees in their 50s are interested in second careers. Working in retirement, or bridge employment, is becoming a reality for many employees. For some, it is an economic necessity, a paycheck, maintaining medical insurance, or restoring lost retirement funds, while for others, it is a form of participating in society in a more meaningful endeavor, semi-volunteer work, charitable causes, or employment in a different industry than their career industry. For yet others, such as the neurologist that turned to delivering newspapers after he retired, it is a return to memories of childhood innocence and simple work with lessened responsibilities. With that as a backdrop on the current and prospective workforce, Dr. Sharon Kendrick at Methodist University and I have been examining organizational situations that might entice pre-retirees to consider working in retirement. We are trying to develop models and find ways that managers and human resource departments can identify pre-retirees for potential project, part-time, or flexible work. Can pre-retirees be socialized into the possibility of semi-retirement on their terms and turned into a flexible employment population? Do certain factors tend to be common amongst those who indicate a desire to work after retirement? And more importantly, are these factors that managers and human resource professionals can utilize to identify this potential workforce? We surveyed employees that were within 10 years of retirement and had an average age of 54 years old. We found that 62.2% of our 387 respondents indicated that they had intentions to work after retirement, with 38.1% indicating part-time work would be their preference. Only 24.6% had absolutely no intentions to work after retirement. Another 13.2% were uncertain of their future plans. Respondents represented 16 different industries, including computer-related, management, education, healthcare, food preparation, building maintenance, transportation, engineering, production, legal, and community services. As part of the survey, information on economic dependency was collected from each participant and considered in the analyses, but was not a significant predictor of intentions to participate in bridge employment. 6 factors predicted which pre-retirees indicated an interest in working after retirement. First, the more education an employee has earned, the more likely they are to consider bridge employment. Second, the more opportunities the employee had been offered for training and development in their pre-retiree job predicted their intentions to participate in bridge employment. We hypothesize this is both an issue of confidence or self-efficacy in their existing skill set being usable and valued in the organization, as well as a perceived limitation of future employment when there has been a lack of continuous learning. Third, supportive relationships with coworkers matter in determining the likelihood of staying in the workforce. In our study, they mattered more than supervisors and much more than family or spousal support. Coworkers talk to pre-retirees. They rely on them when work tasks became tough and listen to their problems. This creates an environment of support that may be difficult to replicate, yet still be necessary in retirement. Fourth, if pre-retirees felt they had control over work-family conflict and work-family responsibilities, they were more likely to continue to work after retirement. This is an interesting finding because previous research in work-family issues has almost exclusively focused on younger workers making adjustments for child or dual-income spousal arrangements. We are uncovering a form of work-family conflict for this pre-retiree population of workers that has been overlooked in management research. Finally, 2 relatively easy-to-identify factors are important. First, full-time employees are more likely to seek out post-retirement work, whereas part-time employees are more likely to move into retirement without further employment at all. Second, the closer to retirement, the less likely pre-retirees indicated an interest in continuing to work. We hypothesize that this is likely a function of health, security and financial matters, or a desire to stay in the workforce because retirement activities and lifestyle have not yet been fully planned. As employees near retirement, their intentions are to retire. If organizations wish to seek out this flexible workforce, we suggest implementing a formal program and alerting employees of the company's interest in post-retirement employment. This should occur at least 3 years prior to the intended retirement date. Additionally, perhaps the best advertisement of such a program is having a coworker that finds satisfaction in post-retirement bridge employment and shares their experiences with coworkers. For companies, retaining knowledgeable and experienced workers is an advantage of using a bridge employment workforce. For pre-retirees, working in retirement is a chance to stay active, experience a different line of work, be productive, earn income, and remain socially engaged with others.